Patrick Mahomes has once again managed to leave the entire football world speechless. In a moment that will be talked about for years, he delivered a performance that transcended statistics and strategy. It wasn't just about athletic brilliance, it was about poise, instinct, and leadership under pressure. The Kansas City Chiefs were facing adversity, and doubts had begun to surface about whether the magic that defined their dynasty could endure. Then, Mahomes answered every question with authority. His decision-making, precision, and creativity redefined what a quarterback can accomplish in critical moments. Analysts called it one of the most complete displays of individual excellence in recent memory. Fans witnessed something beyond talent. They saw resilience and trust in its purest form. The stadium roared, social media erupted, and even opponents acknowledged the greatness unfolding before them. It was a performance that reminded the world why Mahomes isn't just an elite quarterback, he's a generational force shaping the future of the NFL. Pressure defines careers, but for Patrick Mahomes, it seems to ignite something extraordinary. In games where most athletes tighten up, Mahomes finds clarity. His ability to turn collapsing pockets into game-changing plays has become almost mythical. During the latest showdown, the Chiefs were facing one of the most relentless defenses in the league. Yet, Mahomes adapted seamlessly. Every time the defense closed in, he adjusted angles, extended plays, and found open receivers no one else saw. His field vision was surgical, reading coverage before defenders even reacted. Coaches describe his mind as operating in slow motion, allowing him to process chaos with unmatched calm. What separates Mahomes is not just athleticism, it's the fusion of intellect, confidence, and intuition. The latest performance proved that his command of the game has evolved even further. Every decision carried purpose. Every movement radiated control. Under immense pressure, Mahomes didn't just survive, he elevated, reminding the football world that composure under fire is his most dangerous weapon. Among the highlights of the game, one play stood above the rest, a moment of brilliance that shifted momentum entirely. Late in the second half, the Chiefs faced a crucial third down deep in their own territory. The defense collapsed the pocket, forcing Mahomes to improvise. With defenders converging, he escaped, pivoted, and launched a perfectly placed throw across his body, threading the ball between two defenders into the hands of his receiver for a first down that silenced critics and ignited belief. The precision, timing, and risk involved made it a signature Mahomes moment. Analysts replayed it repeatedly, dissecting the mechanics and vision required to execute such a play. It wasn't luck, it was mastery of movement, awareness, and decision-making honed through years of relentless preparation. That single throw redefined the energy of the game, galvanizing teammates and demoralizing opponents. It reminded everyone watching that Mahomes doesn't just create plays, he crafts moments that reshape outcomes and remind the world why he's a generational phenomenon. Inside the Chiefs' locker room, Mahomes' performance resonated deeply. Teammates described the atmosphere as electric, filled with respect and renewed motivation. Travis Kelce, his trusted target and longtime ally, reportedly praised Mahomes' calm under pressure, calling it the ultimate example of leadership. Offensive linemen expressed gratitude for his trust and communication, noting how he motivates without demanding, he inspires by example. Younger players, some experiencing their first season alongside him, viewed the night as a masterclass in professionalism and perseverance. Even defensive players credited his presence for elevating their focus, describing how his resilience sets a tone that spreads across the roster. What stood out most was Mahomes' humility after the game. Rather than celebrating his own heroics, he directed attention toward his teammates, acknowledging every contribution that led to victory. That humility, combined with undeniable excellence, forms the foundation of his leadership. It's what transforms admiration into loyalty and individual success into team unity, a dynamic that continues to fuel the Chiefs' remarkable consistency. Head coach Andy Reid, a master of offensive innovation, has long described Patrick Mahomes as a rare combination of instinct and preparation. Following the performance, Reid's remarks carried both pride and awe. He emphasized how Mahomes' attention to detail in practice directly translates to his composure in high-stakes moments. Behind the creativity and improvisation lies rigorous discipline, a commitment to understanding every scenario. Reid often gives Mahomes the freedom to adjust plays at the line, a level of trust reserved only for the most capable minds. This partnership between coach and quarterback has redefined offensive football in Kansas City. It's built on mutual respect and constant evolution. Reid sees Mahomes not just as an athlete, but as a thinker, capable of redefining strategy on the fly. In this latest triumph, that synergy was on full display. Every adjustment, every read, reflected a deep understanding between them, one that has turned the Chiefs' offense into both an art form and a legacy of modern football excellence. Sports analysts across major networks struggled to find adequate words to describe Mahomes' performance. Many focused on his ability to balance creativity with discipline, a rare skill in the modern NFL. Former quarterbacks highlighted his footwork, noting how his balance allows him to generate precision in under duress. Others pointed to his mental processing speed, comparing it to elite chess players who see multiple moves ahead. Beyond technical analysis, experts agreed that Mahomes' leadership continues to evolve, blending calm authority with contagious energy. Statistically, his numbers were exceptional, but analysts emphasized that the true measure of his performance was situational mastery, how he consistently made the right decision regardless of defensive schemes. The consensus was unanimous. This game represented a new level of maturity in Mahomes' career. It wasn't about spectacular highlights alone. It was about total command of tempo, strategy, and psychology. In an era defined by complexity, Mahomes once again simplified the game through brilliance, instinct, and unwavering confidence in his preparation. Across Kansas City and beyond, fans erupted in celebration. Social media flooded with replays, captions, and emotional reactions capturing the awe that Mahomes inspires. Chiefs supporters described the game as vintage Mahomes, a reminder of why they believe their team is never truly out of contention. Even neutral fans found themselves captivated, acknowledging that they were witnessing something rare, an athlete so consistent in greatness that extraordinary performances now feel almost expected. In sports bars and living rooms, conversations turned from astonishment to admiration. Fans recognized not only the plays, but the composure, humility, and leadership behind them. Children mimicked Mahomes' no-look passes, while older generations compared his instincts to legends of the past. For Kansas City, his success carries deep pride. It symbolizes excellence, resilience, and the city's connection to something historic. Across the nation, admiration blended with disbelief. Once again, Mahomes reminded everyone why greatness, when executed with humility, has the power to unite fans beyond team loyalties. Patrick Mahomes' career has already reached heights most players only dream of. Yet each defining moment seems to add new dimensions to his legacy. This latest performance wasn't about chasing records, it was about demonstrating evolution. Every season, Mahomes refines his craft, adapting to new defenses, injuries, and expectations without losing his creative edge. He represents the modern quarterback, athletic yet cerebral, improvisational yet precise. What makes his journey compelling is the balance between brilliance and discipline. He studies relentlessly, never satisfied with past success. This mindset fuels the Chiefs' sustained excellence and sets a standard for future generations. Analysts often debate where Mahomes ranks among all-time greats, but his focus remains fixed on progression, not comparison. Legacy, in his case, is being written in real time, a narrative of excellence, growth, and innovation. The performance that stunned fans and experts alike wasn't an isolated event. It was another chapter in an unfolding story of dominance defined by consistency and vision. The implications of Mahomes' latest performance extend far beyond one game. It reaffirmed that the Chiefs remain the NFL's benchmark for excellence. Confidence within the locker room has surged, and opponents now face renewed psychological pressure. The performance also strengthened the bond between Mahomes and his teammates, reinforcing trust that will carry through the season. Strategically, the Chiefs continue to innovate, using Mahomes' adaptability as the foundation for evolving offensive systems. The organization recognizes that his leadership doesn't just inspire, it attracts talent. Free agents view Kansas City as a destination because of the culture Mahomes embodies. His ability to sustain elite performance while mentoring younger players ensures continuity for years to come. This victory wasn't only about statistics or rankings, it was a statement of intent. The Chiefs' future remains anchored by a quarterback who continues to redefine what's possible. With Mahomes at the helm, Kansas City's dynasty isn't fading. It's still writing its most dominant chapters. Patrick Mahomes has become more than a superstar athlete, he's a symbol of unshakable greatness. His name now stands as a synonym for excellence earned through dedication, intelligence, and heart. This latest performance serves as another reminder that Mahomes doesn't merely play the game, he elevates it. Every throw, every decision, carries purpose rooted in preparation and belief. He embodies what the modern era of sports strives for: authentic leadership guided by humility and drive. For Kansas City, he is more than a quarterback. He's a reflection of the city's resilience and spirit. For the league, he represents evolution, proving that creativity and control can coexist at the highest level. Greatness often demands consistency, and Mahomes continues to deliver it with grace and authority. As the season progresses, one truth stands unchallenged. When Patrick Mahomes steps onto the field, the boundaries of football shift, and the game itself feels larger, brighter, and profoundly alive once again.